Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most memorable movie kisses that were immediately followed by heartbreak. Major spoilers here, so beware.
No. He's looking at you, kid.
Number 10. James Bond and Tracy, on Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Mrs. Bond, shut up. And don't eat it all at once.
At the end of the 6th James Bond film, the secret agent is determined to retire and settle down with his new wife, Tracy. The newlyweds have escaped death once. This time, they won't be so lucky. As they stop beside the road to share a last kiss, Ernst Stavro Blofeld and his henchwoman Irma Bunt blast their getaway car with bullets. The indestructible 007 is unscathed. Tracy is not so lucky. The film ends with a rare sight, an emotional James Bond. The agent cradles his dead wife's body, leaving viewers with an uncharacteristically somber ending for the high-flying spy franchise.
There's no hurry, you see. We have all the time in the world.
Number 9. Sam and Molly, Ghost. It's easily one of the most famous love scenes in movie history, and it's amazing to think that the kiss comes so early in the film. Ghost single-handedly makes pottery sexy, and the song Unchained Melody synonymous with movie romance. As Sam and Molly kiss and cuddle over her spinning pottery wheel, it is just hotness overload. As you watch the movie and see what comes next, you realize it's one of the couple's last happy times together. In the next sequence, Sam is murdered, causing a dead man to try and take care of unfinished business in the land of the living before moving on to the afterlife.
I've always loved you.
Ditto.
Number 8. Chiron and Kevin, Moonlight. Teenagers Chiron and Kevin are forced to hide their budding attraction. Even after a profound and intimate moment on the beach, the two must act like they don't know each other at school. To maintain his status and keep his feelings a secret from his friends, Kevin is forced to haze Chiron.
Do it. Come on. Let's go.
This culminates with Kevin having to hit Chiron. The scene is torturous. He begs Chiron to stay down, but Chiron refuses, taking the hits and forcing Kevin and his friends to go through with the beating.
Chiron, stay down.
Got up.
Do it again.
Number 7. Kim and Edward, Edward Scissorhands. Relationships are complicated. When one half of the couple has literal scissors for hands, it's bound to create a unique set of problems. Kim is a teenage girl who falls for the peculiar titular character, who more than lives up to his name. But after tragedy strikes and the townspeople turn on him, she realizes that if he's going to stay safe, she can never be with him.
Run.
She must convince the gathered mob that Edward Scissorhands has died, but not before giving him one last kiss.
I love you.
The worst part is that they'll live the rest of their lives just up the road from each other. Talk about a bittersweet ending.
If you weren't up there now, I don't think it would be snowing.
Number 6. Vada and Thomas J, My Girl.
1, 2, 2.5, 3.
This coming-of-age story about a mortician's daughter and her best friend is charming and low-key traumatizing. Vada Sultanfuss and her friend Thomas J spend most of their time hanging out in the woods and talking about subjects too mature for them to really understand.
So why are you running away? My dad gave Shelly a ring.
After sharing a sweet and relatively innocent kiss one afternoon, a smiling Thomas J stumbles upon a beehive they'd knocked down earlier. He's swarmed by bees and dies of an allergic reaction off-screen. This scene is devastating and may have taught many young viewers about the suddenness of death and loss.
And where is his glasses? He can't see without his glasses. Put his glasses on.
Number 5. Tony and Maria, West Side Story. This musical adaptation of Romeo and Juliet takes place among feuding gangs in the mid-century Manhattan. Caught between two warring gangs, Tony kills Maria's brother in a melee and begs her forgiveness.
I don't know what went wrong. I didn't mean to hurt him. I didn't want to.
They reaffirm their love while singing the emotional ballad Somewhere. They end the scene with an iconic kiss framed against beautiful colored lights pouring from the window. They have one more kiss after Anita arrives home and confronts Maria about the boy who killed her brother. Little do they know, it'll be their last embrace before Tony's death. He is shot down in the street before they can reunite, and Maria's final kiss is upon Tony's dead lips.
Te adoro, Anton.
Number 4. Rick Blaine and Ilsa Lund, Casablanca. Rick and Ilsa met and fell in passionate love in Paris, only to have their love irrevocably changed by the Nazi occupation. Told in flashback, their last kisses are made as soldiers approach the city. The whole scene is full of longing and grief that's not apparent to him at first. It's just after this that Ilsa leaves him without warning or explanation, and Rick's entire world changes.
But this note came just after you left.
Her fateful request to kiss her like it's the last time is filled with even more meaning in retrospect.
Kiss me. Kiss me as if it were the last time.
Though Ilsa's reasons are made clear later, the same war that tore them apart once does so again at the end of the movie. As Rick Blaine reminds his lost love,
We'll always have Paris.
Number 3. Scotty and Judy, Vertigo. Racked with guilt over the death of Madeline, the woman he fell in love with, acrophobic detective Scotty Ferguson spirals into obsession when he finds out he was the pawn in an elaborate murder plot. Judy, the woman's doppelganger and an accomplice to her murder, is similarly racked with guilt. Feeling betrayed, Scotty takes her to the top of the bell tower, where Madeline supposedly took her life and made her confess.
I wanted to stop it, Scotty. I ran up to stop it.
You wanted to stop it. Why did you scream? Since you tricked me so well up to then.
Their cathartic and intense kiss is interrupted by a nun, who emerges from the shadows like a ghost.
Please.
Judy's panic and subsequent fall provides one of the most haunting endings in movie history.
No!
I heard voices. God have mercy.
Number 2. Jack and Rose, Titanic. There are a lot of great kisses in James Cameron's epic love story, but the one right before the title ship hits the iceberg is by far the most cursed. Rose tells Jack that when the ship docks in New York, she's leaving her fiancé behind and going with him.
When the ship docks, I'm getting off with you.
Rose's sacrifice is huge. Yes, her mother is terrible and her fiancé is worse, but she's throwing away everything she knows for him. The scene already has an air of sadness about it. We know what's coming, but they don't. They have no idea the ship will be at the bottom of the Atlantic by the next morning.
Winning that ticket, Rose, was the best thing that ever happened to me. It brought me to you.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Romeo and Juliet, Romeo plus Juliet. The sumptuous but contemporary setting of Baz Luhrmann's remake of the Shakespeare classic made its famous climax all the more painful to watch. A series of misunderstandings leads Romeo to believe his love Juliet has died. He drinks poison rather than be without her, but not before kissing her supposedly lifeless corpse on the altar where she lies in repose. Of course she's not dead, but she's too late to stop him.
Romeo.
Their shared fate is what helped Shakespeare's most famous tragedy set the standard for doomed lovers, and actors Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes brings it to heartbreaking life.
Now kiss thy lips, and place some poison yet doth hang on them.
Did these doomed romances break your heart? Cry us a river in the comments.
Hold my hand and we're halfway there.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.